Nieces, please hurry, hurry, take a seat. Please bring your coffee, water, tea, whatever you're drinking. Please grab your snacks, popcorn, chips, whatever you may have, because we are in right now. You need to listen to what's going on. I just got back from the Spooky Bish house. Nobody else need go over there, okay? Auntie had to fight to get out of there. See, look, I had to fight. Look at that. Look at your auntie. Look at that. I had to fight tooth and nail to get up out of there, okay? I went with Martini Man. He was just so disappointing, okay? The police were called, right? And Auntie is fine. I'm fine, because Auntie always has a little something to make sure she's going to be okay, all right? But I just want to let y'all know, don't nobody else go over there, okay? If you've been over there, don't go back, okay? It was a horrendous experience. Now go ahead, listen to the song, okay? I'm going to put on my nails, because I'm not going to talk to y'all like this. I can't. Can you imagine? How dreadful. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to let y'all listen to the song. I'm going to put my nails on. I'm going to be back and I'm going to let y'all know what happened from start to finish. Okay? All the twists and turns. All right? And how I made it out triumphant. And I, Auntie Foxie, Miss Foxie Brown, will now be crowned the baddest bish on this here block. Okay?
You tryna save a little money, hit Auntie Foxie, Auntie Foxie. Subscribe, hit the button, yeah she got you, yeah she got you. Tryna save a little money, hit Auntie Foxie, Auntie Foxie. Subscribe, hit the button, yeah she got you, yeah she got you. Yeah, hit Auntie Foxie, Auntie Foxie. Yeah, hey, yeah she got you, yeah she got you. Yeah, hit Auntie Foxie, Auntie Foxie. Yeah, subscribe, hit the button. Tryna save us some money, hit Auntie Foxie, Auntie Foxie. Subscribe, hit the button and start watching, start watching. Extra dollars in your pocket, tell me who wouldn't want it. On the road to 10K, that's a whole lot of money. You hear that beat? That's that money machine. All I see is green. Dead faces all in my dream. Recipe is free, just tap in and start watching. Auntie Foxie with another one. Straight drop, yeah. You tryna save a little money, hit Auntie Foxie, Auntie Foxie. Subscribe, hit the button, yeah she got you, yeah she got you. Tryna save a little money, hit Auntie Foxie, Auntie Foxie. Subscribe, hit the button, yeah she got you, yeah she got you. Yeah, hit Auntie Foxie, Auntie Foxie. Yeah, hey, yeah she got you, yeah she got you. Yeah, hit Auntie Foxie, Auntie Foxie. Yeah.
Okay, y'all. So I'm back. All right, I got the nails that I could find to piece together to put back on. Now, I hope everyone is settled in. You got your coffee, water, tea, everything, so I can go through what happened at the Spooky Bish mansion. Okay? Now, let me let y'all know from the beginning. I did not want to go back. As you remember, when I got a phone call saying that I left my Apple Watch and lost it somehow in the mansion the last time we went. So, to tell you the truth, I kind of weighed the options because I really did not want to go back to this place because it was not, look at this, the things are all mixed up. It was, it wasn't a fun experience going through that house. But I spoke to Mr. Martini Man, and he assured me that he will go with me, that everything would be fine. Plus, I do want to use my Apple Watch to do my steps. Currently, I'm using my Fitbit, but I would like to also use my Apple Watch. So I said, okay, you go with me, I'll go back. All right. Now, as you see right here, now we have Miss Salem. She was not available, however, to go with me that particular time last night because she was out on a date with Percy Perry Percy. Okay, so they've been spending quite a bit of time together lately. So I said, okay, I tried to get a hold of Cassie. She was busy. So Mr. Million Man, not Million Man, what's his name? Martini Man said he wanted to pick me up. I told him no, absolutely not, but that I would meet him. We'd meet at the Wawa, and that because I know the people at the Wawa. So they would watch my car, and then I said, take down his license plate. Okay, just in case. So they said, okay. So then we go, we're on our way. And I noticed he was going a little different. He was going a little different way than Cassie had gone. So when he pulls up, we are actually in the back where the tiki bar is. So I said, how did we get to the tiki bar area? And he was like, oh, you didn't know you could go this way? I said, no, I didn't. I said, I thought you had to go through the garage, through that area. He was like, no, this is the back way to go. I was like, okay, fine. So I said, well, let's just go. I said, now we have to go through. This is what, as far as I knew, we had to go through the greenhouse. So he's like, well, let's just stop by the tiki bar for a second. So I was like, well, okay, well, let's hurry because I do want to get this so that we can go continue and the date can commence. And he said the date, he was like, oh, I was thinking maybe, we could get something to eat over here at the tiki bar and something to drink. And I was like, sir, is that what you think the date is at the tiki bar? I was like, we are, I said, the tiki, no. And I said, that's really not a proper date for Auntie. But he was like, oh, no, I just meant like appetizing stuff. I was like, yeah, okay. So anyway, I went over and I was chit-chatting real quick with Michelle, and she was letting me know that this was actually going to be the last weekend because it was getting cold and they were going to shut the tiki bar down for the season. So I said, oh, okay. So I said, well, let me go ahead and get my little last bit of fun out of here because they were over there. The DJ was over there. You know how the DJ is there. We like their music, right? So I said, okay. So also that lady, remember the lady over here? Is this focusing in? The lady that was telling the fortune. So at first I didn't really want to talk to her. But I was like, I need to ask her what's going on, especially with this man. So she was talking to me as well as her friend. And when I mentioned him, she rolled her eyes. So she was just letting me know she was going through, looking through her ball, doing her cards. And basically she was telling me, that ain't the way to go. All right. Now you see Michelle over here. She over here just, Miss Hustle and Flow. She's over here drinking her little cocktail and just overseeing everything, right? So I said, okay, well, let's just go ahead. And she told me, she said, also, Auntie, the house is set up this week as a haunted house. So she said, you have to pay to get through every door now. So I said, okay. I said, well, even though Michelle, I just came here for my watch. I said, okay, but I understand. I will comply. So I said, well, let me just go ahead and start because I got some money. Okay, I got some money. I said, so let me go ahead and, okay, as I'm telling this story, I need you, Miss Ann, to move, okay? She's just gonna be on the side right now. So because I'm recreating what had happened. All right, so let me move this out the way, and I'm gonna roll my D6. Okay, move this out the way too, and I could just do this right here like this. Okay, so let me move my money over here to the side. I'm just going to be grabbing the money. All right, it's right here. I'm just going to grab. So I said, let me just go ahead and get out of here. So remember, these were worth $2 each. And they had a barbecue set up tonight. They had a barbecue, which I thought was kind of cute. So I was like, okay, I like having a barbecue kind of thing. So So I went over there and I said, do y'all have, any beef or chicken? And they said, yeah. So I said, okay. So I just got my own stuff on my own. I don't want to use this one. See, here I go. Where's my other black one? Y'all, do you remember, if y'all was watching my thing the other day for Build-A-Bank, why did I order new, with my clicker, I didn't like the other green one. Okay, here we go. So I went ahead and I said, let me go ahead and tip these people. This is a brand new one. How is it not working right? Are you kidding me? What? I just got this. It's not working. I will send this back tomorrow. Look at that. I did use the green one. Let me see. I can use this for right now. No, I'm mad. All right. Anyway, so I gave the bartender a tip. I gave this lady a tip, and the man, and Miss Michelle. I'm so mad that this black isn't working. I mean, that's literally a main one. Look at that. It's not working. Doesn't even, it looks good. It's not even clicking. Oh, you're going back. Oh, you're so going back. Oh, I didn't even know that could happen. Y'all. Okay, anyway, sorry about that. So I was like, well, come on, mister. Let's set, okay, I put 2, 4. Lord have mercy. How many did I do? How much is supposed to be here? Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, $22. Yeah. So let me see what's in here. I'm so sorry, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is it 22? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. I think that's what I said. That sounds about right. All right. So anyway, so we went through here. So I was like, okay, so I said, come on, Mr. Martini Man, let's go. So he said, okay. So let's go on in the house. So before we could get in the house, though, we really did have to go. For some reason, we had to go through. We still had to go through this area, right? Y'all, I am so sorry. I had got another phone call. The camera got interrupted because I'm on my cell phone. I should have put it on Do Not Disturb. So what wound up happening when I went back, I never clicked for me to start recording again. And I just happened to look up. And I was like, I'm not recording. So anyway, I don't know how far we got, but hopefully you heard me get through the greenhouse. Okay. We got through the greenhouse. I think you heard me say I got through the greenhouse. The guy was yelling and hollering, and that kind of ticked me off a bit. But anyway, and also he said I had to cash app him. Okay, so anyway, we get to the next phase spot is the Tiki Boneyard, and I had started marking them off. Right, so we got to the Tiki Bar. And I was talking, I wound up having a conversation with Michelle. She let me know that this would be their last weekend because the weather was changing and they were going to close down for the season. So I said, okay, thanks. And they also did have a ATM machine. So I told them to go over there and get me my money and then the rest of the money, because Michelle also let us know that the house was now a haunted house for Halloween. So you actually had to pay to get through the different rooms. I was like, okay, so that's good. So he can take care of that. So anyway, I had to wind up. So I had a conversation with the fortune telling lady. She let me know, her and her friend here, that he is not the one. So I gave her some money. I think that was $6. Then I gave Michelle $2. So that was 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think I had to give $16. I think that's what it was, but now I can't remember. So let me see how much I had to get all together. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it should be $24. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I'm sorry, I wasn't rolling. I'm not rolling, y'all. I'm just, because we got to get through here because I got to move on. I'm so sorry. We're not rolling. We're just going to take whatever we need to get up out of here because I don't want to go back. And I mean, I rolled. Okay, let's just pretend like I rolled when I was there. And now I'm telling the story. Okay, so now we get through here, right? So this is done. These are done. All right, so let me mark this down. So flip this off. So we get through. I can't do that one. So, of course, you remember we already finished with the basement. So we had to go around to the attic. Now, I thought it was odd because I asked him something about the house and he said, oh, we can go around this side to the stairs. So I was in the back of my mind, I said, I thought he'd never been there before, but I was like, okay, we'll see. We'll see what's going on. So, you know, the attic, it's got two parts to it, right? It's got this part and this part. So let's pull this money out and let's go through the attic. So the first part, I said, well, let's go through this. So we had the person there and they were asking for the money. So I said, okay, let's see. So wake up. I thought we did this. Wake up where your edge is gone and your lashes. And I thought we already did that one, but I guess we didn't. Where is my, okay. So I think we were going to say we will wake up. We want lashes because we can always put them back, like just like how Miss Ann has hers. So that's $2. So we need $2. That was a 5. I had spices and everything. And then, would you rather babysit Chucky or Annabelle the doll? Now, I don't really know about Annabelle. I've heard about Annabelle, but I don't really know about her. But Chucky, I feel like I could get Chucky. Chucky probably needs a little is behind whoop, so I can do Chucky. Okay, because I don't know who Annabelle is, but I think she's somebody scary. Okay, spend a night in a haunted attic or a haunted basement. I thought we did this. No, we didn't. Maybe because I don't heard everybody else tell their stories. But for me, it would definitely be the attic because I feel like I could shimmy down. Hopefully they have some kind of fire escape stairs, but the basement, I don't like basements too much. Now, did I just put the money there? Did I? No, I didn't. Okay, so $2 more. Let's see. Let's just take the 5. Okay, so that's $6. And then let's see what else we got here, y'all. Oh no, a cockroach crawling you or a giant spider. I don't like bugs. I don't like any kind of bugs. But between the two, it says giant spider. So when I think giant spider, I'm thinking something with a pattern and fur. Like what do you call them, tarantulas? I was like, And matter of fact, I thought I seen some of them crawling around in the attic. As much as I would hate to do a cockroach, I mean, hate. Now I'm scratching. I'm itching. I'll definitely, it would be, I would take neither one of them, doggone it. I'll put an extra $1 to take neither. Okay, so now, if you are reading this, if you are reading this, this is sudden death. Your challenge just took a turn. Save $3 to break the curse. Okay, let's $1, $2, $3 for the curse, and then we're going to roll the dice. If you get even, okay, even, okay, which is even $4. Okay, all right, y'all. So we got out of this part of the attic, right? You gave the money to to the child that was standing there, the little person, you know, dressed up as something. So he was over there supposedly doing his part too because everybody had to pay individually. Okay, so then I came over here and for some reason I kept you know, I'm so drawn to this Chanel chest. But I noticed this time it was closed. So we got to remember that part for later. Okay. So all these other little things, they had little, like a little, what do you call it? Like a plate or whatever, like an offering plate or whatever, a box. So I just started throwing money in there. I was like, okay, let's see. This is $2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Is that right? 18. Okay, we'll see. I don't know. That seems like a lot. What y'all think? 18, 10. I'm going to take a 5 out of there. Where's another 5? How much did I say? I said 18, 15. Man, Coco just moved over here. She scared me. Okay, so $18 because I'm going to do anything I can to get up out of here. But notice, remember, that Chanel, remember, this was closed. Okay, so I'm waiting for old boy to finish. So I guess, wait a minute, let me see what this should be together. 27 plus, let me see if I have enough money to get out of here. 27 plus 25, that should be $52, right? Hold on. Let's see if we got enough because they standing there, okay? 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. Ooh, ooh. I'm just going to count. Ooh, I don't like counting like this when they're different, when they're going different ways. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Ooh, 35. 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. Okay, so we got $52. We're out of here. We're not coming back in this attic. We're not coming back to the attic. That's it. Goodbye and good luck. So let's put this in here. So we're trying to move through. So I'm like, so we're looking, right? So while I was in there, I was asking the people, I was like, have you seen a watch? Nobody saw a watch. So I'm looking through everything, you know, I had looked up under here, but I couldn't get that box open, but I'm looking from behind there, no watch. So he's asking me, where's the last time you seen a watch? Now, don't you hate when somebody asks you that? If I knew where it was, if I knew the answer to that, then if I knew the answer to that, I would go right where it is. So as we starting to go to the gym, he was like, no, don't go in that room. Let's not go in that room. I was like, why not? He's like, it's not going in that room. I said, okay. So then we go into the bedroom. So I'm just wondering why he want to go in the bedroom. I said, because this bedroom have a lot going on. So they had 2 people at the bedroom. So they were like, they needed all of this money for us to get. I said, well, can I just look and see if I could find my watch? So this man tells me, he said, have you tried Find My Watch or Find My, like the Find My Phone feature on the iPhone? So I was like, but it should be dead now. He was like, I said, I did that and I didn't see it. But he was like, well, try it now. So I tried it. Of course, it was dead. And I was like, why would he ask me to try that? So anyway, y'all. So I'm like, I start looking through here. We start looking everywhere. And they had they had the feet in order to get out. And it was a lot. I was like, you know what? That's not going to work. What we're going to do is whatever else is left here is going to be $1. And I'm changing it. And so I asked them, I said, I told them, I said, I don't have as much money as I thought I had. So they was like, okay. So I was like, so this is going to be $1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I would have never got out of there because he ain't got no money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we changed that. So whatever is in here is going to be it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. That's fine. So I gave them that money. Watch not sent, it's not in there. So I was like, where is this watch? I was like, I have no idea. So actually, I was like ready to say, forget it. So in the meanwhile, I get a phone call. So it's her. And she was like, where you at? And I told her, I said, I'm over here trying to find my Apple Watch. I was like, where you at? She was like, oh, well, we're just finishing up dinner. She's like, you want me to come by there? So meanwhile, I'm on speakerphone. He was like, no, don't tell him to come by. We probably be gone. And I was like, yeah, y'all could stop by. It's fine. So he was like, oh, I don't think you should have told him to come. And I told her, I said, they have it set up as a haunted house today. So she was like, okay, well, let me talk to Percy. I said, okay, fine. So we get over here to the closet. Okay, so I'm like, well, where is she at? She's not here today. So I said, okay, but they had other people standing there, but we only needed $2 to get up out of there. So, and I looked around, I'm looking in the boxes, and I was like, I can't find it, Oh, this is my mouse over here. So I just paid the $2. I was like, well, let's go, because I was thinking maybe it's in the kitchen. I was like, maybe I dropped it somewhere, in that bathroom. I don't know. Because we're looking and looking, child. We can't find it. So I'm like, this is ridiculous. And I'm just going through the house, paying to get through this house. So all of a sudden, okay, so this one is done. So I'm like, this is costing a lot. I was like, I could almost buy me a new watch. That's what I was thinking, really, So we get a little bit closer. So anyway, now we over here by the library. So in the library, I look in one of the books. GB, she gonna leave me a clue. So she left me a little clue that what I was looking for was closer than I thought. Okay. Hold on one second. She said, see, why is it every time I'm trying to do something and tell a story, here comes some more people? Okay. Hold on one second, y'all. I'll be right back. Okay, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I just keep getting interrupted. Now, if I was not doing this, I'd be fine. Okay, so let's see what we have. GB, we have for GB over here. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need $6. I mean $12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, so also GB left us a clue in one of the books, and I think did I say that before I left? She left us a clue of what to look for, to keep our eyes and ears open. Okay, now, like I said, I heard from her. She's coming. Okay, I'm trying to remember what I had told you guys before I got interrupted. So I looked in one of the books here, and it told me to beware of the person next to me. So I'm like, well, isn't this dude and what they just told you? So I'm like, what was he telling me to do? I was like, he told me to do the Apple Watch thing, right? So to do the find me. So I tried to do it one more time. And all of a sudden I started hearing humming, and it said that my watch was there. So I was like, my watch is here. I was like, it's here in the house. I was like, how would it turn on all of a sudden? He was like, I told you it was in here. And I was like, well, how did you know? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I was like, okay, it must be. I was like, you couldn't really tell. It just said it was in the house. So I was like, well, we looked everywhere else. So it must be somewhere in the front. So I was like, I hope I didn't drop it on that porch over there with Brittany's stuff. I was like, I don't know where this watch is. And I was about to say, forget it. So boom, now we get over here to the bathroom. So I was like, I don't think it's in here. And somebody had went in that bathroom. So to tell you the truth, I just paid $4 because I don't know who had went in there before me, but I said, never mind. So we just went ahead, paid the $4. I knew it wasn't in there because I couldn't hear it. The hum wasn't coming from in there. So I didn't even, did I count GBs up? I don't even know. Okay, so let's see what we have in here. This is supposed to be $18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. You know what? I think this is the one that I think somebody else said that this was actually supposed to be $20 because that's what I got in there. Okay, so bathroom, it's not in the bathroom. So I'm like, okay. So I was even asking the little attendants, have y'all seen an Apple Watch? Have y'all heard, you know, any dingings? Nobody heard anything. So I was like, okay. So move on down to Fiona's kitchen. Okay, which I really like this kitchen because this kitchen had some things in there that helped Auntie out. All right, so what do we have left here? The only thing we have left here, we have the hot pots and we have the microwave. So I said, let me just go ahead and pay this and get on out of here because I'm thinking, where else could this thing be? Because now I'm really concerned. So that's $6. My money is running funny. Okay, and then I remember we didn't go. I was like, did we go to the gym? I was like, we need to go to the gym. And then I was thinking about that lady in there, and I was like, oh man. So I went back in the kitchen and I said, this is the time I'm going to take one of them pots. So he was like, what's the matter with you? I was like, I don't know. I was like, you just never know. So we get over here. Now we over there by the porch. So I was like, well, it can't be over there because it's the sound is getting more and more faint. So I said, we got to go back the other way. As much as I don't want to, we got to go back the other way. So I was like, okay, so we go through, you know, we passing through all these areas, so we could just go right through now because we paid. So now we get to the gym. So before we get to the gym, I'm like, okay. So I told him, I said, we got to get prepared because that lady's in there. He was like, what? I said, there's a lady in there. It's a zombie. He was like, oh, you believe in zombies? I was like, he was like, oh, so I said, not a worker. It was a real one. Child, so we go in there. Why ain't nobody in there? So I was like, well, I thought she couldn't leave. And he was like, what? I was like, there was a zombie in there before. I said, we fought her. We beat her. We hit her in the head. We hit her with the thing over here, the dumbbells, the baskets, and the, not the baskets. What is that called? What is that thing over there? The bench. It was a whole bunch of stuff. So he was like, he thought I was tripping. He said, okay. So I'm like, well, they did have a little person there that worked there, but so they told us what the fee was, which was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I was like, okay, I'll pay my little $11. So I asked them, did you see the zombie? And they said, no, they hadn't seen no zombie. I was like, okay, whatever. So we need $11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that was it. Isn't that it? That's it. Right? Except for the garage, which I was like, we could pay that on the way out. So I was like, but I need to find my watch. But then I could start, it seemed like I started getting louder and louder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So we got $25 here. Y'all, we doing good, right? So paid them their money and we got up out of there. Now I'm feeling like, wow, I'm almost broke, you know, like they done took my money. You know, I like to save money. I don't like to give up money. Right? So I said, I'm going over there I'm going back out. I said, there's something that's caught my eye. He was like, what's that? I was like, in the attic. I was like, didn't you think it was weird that box was closed? He was like, what box? I said, the Chanel box. He was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then he said something. He said, well, how do you know? Why do you think there's something in the Chanel box? I was like, well, I can hear the watch. So then he said, well, how do you know that she got it? I said, who is she? I was like, I said, who are you talking about? The zombie? I said, how did you know it was a she? He said, didn't you say? I said, I don't know. Child, we get in there. So I get in there. When I go, as I'm getting closer, I use my phone and it's beeping and this is it. And I even see the lights. Next thing I know, that's not the only light. From around the corner of this here clock, here come the zombie. Okay, so here she come and her eyes is, I said, well, I thought you couldn't get out. You know, she can't talk, but I said, I thought you couldn't leave that other room. So next thing you know, so I said, I'm just going to grab my stuff and go. I go to get in here and she pushed me. Boom, I fall back. So I'm like, come on, Mr. Martini Man, help me. And he's just standing there. He's not doing anything. So she says something to him in whatever the zombie language. Child, why his eyes start getting red too. I was like, oh no. I was like, Lord, what am I going to do? And I was like, I knew I shouldn't have done this. I should not have come back here. I knew this man was trouble. I shouldn't have came. Next thing you know, I turn around. It's Percy. He come in there and let me tell you, I did not know that Percy was also, did y'all also know that he was a preacher? Pastor Percy Perry? Yes, he is. And he came in there, y'all, he came in there with cash stuffing books, budgets. And you know what he let us know? He said that zombie lady was debt. She represents debt, unpaid student loans, fees, overdrafts. That's who she represents. And that's who he came to slay her. But only he could do it. Okay. And I said, Percy, what? So he was like, that person takes on different forms. It's a man and it could be a woman. So he went to go. So then here come Million Man. What I want to call it, Million Man March. Here come Martini Man to fight him. So next thing you know, boom. Him and Perry, they start fighting. Percy Perry, they start fighting. Child, now here I am. They leaving me to fight the zombie, right? But it's something about if you are undead, y'all could be, y'all could fight different ways than, like you can't. I'm alive. Okay? They're not. So I look, I'm waiting. I'm like, man, come on, Salem. Okay, but Salem ain't no fighter. Salem is, she's a glam girl. I was like, girl, you gotta fight her. I can't fight her. So he over there, Percy Perry, he already got here. He getting the best of Martini Man, but they ain't done. They still fighting. Next thing you know, but let me tell you something. Percy Perry almost got beat because you know what? All of a sudden, out of nowhere, he didn't notice. Okay, but evidently, he didn't know they was twins. Now, Salem is one way. This is Sarah. Okay. Now, in the meanwhile, Salem called the police. Okay. Sarah is not the call the police kind of girl. Sarah is more like the police get called on Sarah. Okay. Child, Sarah commenced to start fighting. So she jumped on that zombie lady. Her and the zombie, they was going at it. Right. But Percy Perry didn't know what was going on because he seen two of them. And he didn't know there was a twin. He didn't know. But what happened, she was following, because we, share each other's, locations. And she had went to the Wawa and they said that they thought I would be back by now. So then she followed me. Okay. She came. And then, so what happened now when they're fighting, their bones is coming off, but then they get back together and it was something else. So before you know it, right now, I look around and remember the what you call that thing, the pot that I had before that I got from Fiona's Kitchen. I took that pot and I went to a crack-a-lack-a-lack. martini man over the head. Here come the police. And as the police come in, they see me in the act. So what they do, they detained Auntie for a second. They took me, you know, because they didn't know they know who was who, what was what. They know who was alive, who wasn't. So they took me and they detained me for a moment. But I let them know Auntie is a law-abiding, property tax payer citizen. Okay, so and I let them know, and they were very nice about it. Okay, so then but I let them know what was going on. They said they had heard a lot of trouble going on up here. So guess what, y'all? So as they, you know, so they didn't have to arrest them. They were wherever they go in their world of disappearing, she was gone. Percy got rid of her. Percy got rid of her and the man. Okay, and they were just like in a rubble somewhere. Percy, he was a hero. He was our hero. Now let me tell you. Let me now catch T. Look, this is what really happened. Guess what else was in here? All our money. All the nieces, everybody that played, everybody that was in the collab, all of y'all money this is where your money is. The money was all in, and they took everybody's money, right? So if y'all think, oh well, I thought they have your money. Okay, Michelle over at the budget place, your money's in there. I seen your name. Your money's in there. There was Cynthia, Agape, Hey Kay. All of y'all money is over there. Now the police have your money. You have to go to the police station. Okay, ask for Sergeant Taylor, and he will give you your money. Very nice man. They have all our money. But that's what was drawing me to the Chanel trunk. Now, in the midst of everything that happened, my Apple Watch actually broke. So I didn't get that. I went back there for that and all of that. So that's what happened. Oh, y'all. So that was the story. Now, the last part of it, I was like, okay, I hear somebody honking a horn. And guess who it is? I go to the front. It's Cassie. She was like, well, Auntie, I knew you wanted me to take you out here. So Cassie showed up. That's my girl, as she always would show up for her auntie. Okay? So then I said, well, Cassie, you know what? I'm going to give you these last little fews and twos and $3 little that I got. And I'm going to buy you something. We're going to go out to eat. We're going to go out to eat anywhere you want. So that was it. Got Cassie's money. Okay, so I got Cassie her money. And I got all my money back, right? Every last dime. So I like to thank Percy for his heroicism. Hold on one moment, please. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, y'all. Now, so y'all, like I said, I wanted to thank Pastor Perry Percy. He came through. He is a true man of God. And not only did he come through with all the budgeting tips, with how to save money, with savings, he let the officers know, and he's actually going to be doing a class for them. So they're going to be saving money too, which is great. All right, so ladies, thank you very much. The twins, say goodbye. All right, so they look for Salem and Percy announcements later on. Y'all, you know what? I just bought this thing and it picks up everything. I think I'm gonna turn it over on the other side because this is crazy. And then I tried to wipe it off and everything. I just put my coffee over there. Anyway, y'all, so I did have a couple of dollars left. I'm gonna throw this into another challenge. Y'all, this was so much fun. It really was. Hold on another moment. Okay. This was really so much fun. It really, really was. As Auntie loves to be creative. Auntie's a writer, if you didn't know, like low key. Anyway, so stories like that are like just come out of my head. But I just wanted to really thank Portia for coming up with this challenge. I don't know how much this money, this is a nice amount of money. And the funny thing was, or not funny, but the really cool thing is, I didn't know what I was going to do with this money. I never allocated it for anything. I never even thought, like, I didn't put something on each card. I didn't say what I was going to do because I hadn't even thought about it. I just wanted to do the collaboration. I mean, you know, like to participate in their collaboration. And it brought me back to the first time I ever did that. The first time I ever did anything like this was in, I guess I had been budgeting for a while, maybe like 6 months or so. And this is when I think Cassie had kind of started a little while before that. And she reached out to me about a collaboration that they wanted to do for, I don't know what was, I can't remember what month it was for, March Madness. Was that the one? I think it was. So that's when I met Cassie and Cynthia, and it was Rochelle and Suns and Roses and Pink. Not Pink, there was 2 Pink budgets, but our Pink was a different Pink. But that's when she was like, oh my God, I remember she just like took off. And it was so much for Annika. I'm trying to think, I know there are others and I'm just trying to, but that we did a collaboration. There was a whole bunch of, they brought like literally everybody, especially everybody that was new, and we were like doing watch hours and everybody participated. Journey to Wealth, and oh my goodness, I love her. And she was looking for a house. Oh my goodness. And I know she bought her house because I was watching her when I wasn't doing videos anymore. But yeah, she was, her first name is like, of course, when I'm talking, I can't think of people, and her name is on the tip of my tongue, but you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, that was a lot of fun. That was the first time. And then we did another one with like April showers. Like every month we were starting to do one. So that was a lot of fun. It kind of brought me back to that. But I was thinking, what am I going to do with this money? And what I'm going to do with this money. And I feel like it has to be at least 200 and something, probably close to $300, because there's 12 of these. But this one wasn't the original amount, because there's no way I was going to finish it, because this one, I probably could have, because I don't know, I did have some extra money, but I was afraid. I didn't know. But this money is going to go to Build-A-Bank. This is going to go to my last few days of Build-A-Bank, y'all. So this is going to help me surpass my goals, I believe. So thank you so much, ladies. Thank you for anyone who clicked in and listened to my crazy story. It commented. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. All of you ladies, every single last one of you. I love watching your channels. This is why I really wanted to do it, because I'm like, they don't know me, but I do watch their channels and I do support them. Even though I don't always, like I said, I don't get a chance to comment, because I mostly watch on TV. So, but I'm going to start doing it more on my computer, so I can, so I can like leave comments. But this was so much fun. I really loved it. All you guys, every single last one of you. It was so much fun. Which one? Oh, this was Brittany's. Oh yeah, Brittany and Brittany's from Baltimore. You know how you know she's from Baltimore? All you gotta hear, if you hear her talk like more than 2 sentences. And my daughter went to school in Maryland, and I'm telling those Baltimore people, I love Baltimore. I used to hang out in Baltimore back in the day because they like house music too. So I love Baltimore. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. This was amazing. This was awesome. To all you ladies, thank you. God bless you all, and I look forward to the next time you guys get together, and I definitely will support you and play along as well. Thank you so much, everyone. Congrats to everybody that finished or attempted to finish, and I will see you next time. Okay, thank you guys. Peace and blessings.
Auntie Foxie with another one. Straight drop, yeah. You tryna save a little money? Hit Auntie Foxie, Auntie Foxie. Subscribe, hit the button. Yeah, she got you, yeah, she got you. Tryna save a little money? Hit Auntie Foxie, Auntie Foxie. Subscribe, hit the button. Yeah, she got you, yeah, she got you.